How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Sit over here. Commissioner, immigration is the big story here at the EPP study days in Malta. The Maltese government not happy at all with the lack of support from Frontex, from other EU member states. How do you see this?
Well, I have to start by giving you some data. Since a few days ago, the mission Frontex Nautilus started, the illegal migrant flows tremendously dropped. That's the sign that it has a discouraging impact. We have to continue, and that's why I decided to make Frontex mission of patrolling permanent all across the year in order to avoid phase 1, phase 2, and so on and so on. The second point is to encourage, to persuade an increasing number of member states to join Frontex mission and to patrol together. So far, there is a number of member states already joining. Frontex is not enough. My effort will be to try to get on board, also physically, an increasing number of member states in the coming weeks.
You have firm promises on paper from 19 member states to contribute to Frontex, but not all of them are actually delivering what they've promised.
Exactly. They are not delivering so far. Partially because we didn't get a clear agreement on rules of engagement. Who is responsible to save people in distress? Who is responsible to take back them in the country? Who is responsible to repatriate? I'm ready to help, I'm ready to cooperate, I'm ready also to co-fund repatriation policies at European level.
The situation here in Malta is different from the Canary Islands, from Lampedusa. They have the hinterland in Italy and Spain. Malta does not have another country to send immigrants to. What should Malta do with the people who arrive on its shores?
First of all, should make immediately a distinction between those who deserve international protection and are asylum seekers and those who are simply illegal economic migrants. Illegal migrants should be repatriated. Europe can help, also can organize joint repatriation flights with a given number of origin countries together with other member states of Europe. I have also fresh money ready and available to that.
We have indications here in Malta about refugee numbers that don't add up. Thousands of people have arrived on the shores over here, but they are no longer on Malta. Indications that we get from diplomatic sources is that they get passports or identification papers under the table here in Malta, either with or without government cooperation. How do you feel about that?
I'm sure if they get it, if they get without governmental cooperation, I'm sure. We have been talking about this point, but I'm not so far enough information in detail. We have to explore this point very carefully, because on one hand, it's a very sensitive matter because one of the main problems is the lack of identification of illegal migrants and refugees. On the other hand, we have to fight those who falsify documents and provide illegal people with false documents.
Frontex is very much fighting or helping the immigrants who are leaving their country. What are you doing to tackle the organizations, the criminal organizations that are behind these immigrants?
I propose, first of all, an Euro-Mediterranean pact to tackle illegal migration and illegal economic migration. We have to get a partnership with the origin countries and transit countries. We have to cut all the routes of illegal migrants, but first of all, we have to eradicate illegal traffickers that are a real international network.
Overall, final question here. The immigrant problem doesn't seem very much to be a problem of the immigrants themselves, but more of the politicians. It's very much a political issue with a threat of center-right or right-wing extremists rising. Do you feel that the immigrants, the interests of the immigrants themselves are overshadowed by political discussions?
Well, I think what is our first moral duty is to save human beings that are in distress. But the second point is that we have to be credible. In elaborating European policy, we cannot transform illegality into legality. That's not in the interest of migrants themselves, to offer to them illegal opportunities to get a job in Europe and then they tolerate a very improper situation. On one hand, solidarity, on the other hand, credibility against illegality.
Mr. Frattini, thank you very much.
Thank you.